Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick process video of how we do some of our products at Game On Organizers. So what you're seeing in that first clip was just the 3D printer printing out one of our lids, and here I'm taking off something called a brim. So for those that aren't really super familiar with 3D printing, sometimes you need brims to make sure things stay and adhere to the heat bed and don't like fall off during printing. But for larger pieces, I found it actually helps with quality to keep the piece more flat. So part of that means there's a little bit of a manual process when the 3D print is done to remove the brim. And then what I really like to do for some nice final touches is file the edges, which is what you're looking at right now, just to make sure everything is smooth and clean and everything is nice. And I like to go over with my hands just to make sure that there's no sharp edges that might give, cuts or just potentially be uncomfortable. So I'll go through a few times with my hands just to make sure everything is good and smooth and good quality and good to go. And here it's the same process, but this is actually the bottom part. So what you guys are actually seeing is my Telestrations Replacement Box. So that top part, the red piece, was the lid, and this yellow piece here is the bottom part. So it is also a large piece that was kind of peeling up from the heat bed, so I had to use a brim. So what you're looking at is the same thing, where I removed the brim and filed it down. And then after the order, obviously it's time to pack. So this is actually kind of really satisfying to put the packing peanuts into a box. And just for those, especially that are eco-conscious, I use eco-friendly packing peanuts that are dissolvable. So you're actually not supposed to throw these away. You're supposed to basically put them in your sink and run water over them, and they'll dissolve, and it doesn't harm the water supply at all. So I like to use that for my number one packing preference. So you'll see here I'm just putting the packing peanuts in. I also like to always put my business card in with whatever I put in as a nice final touch. And usually what I do is I write on the inside of the box saying that these are dissolvable packing peanuts. Please don't throw them in the trash. Please put water over them to dispose of them properly. But for this one, I actually forgot to do that. So you'll see in a second, I actually am writing on the outside of the box. I know that the post office is going to hate me for doing that. I'm sorry, but I didn't have an easy way to contact this customer, so that's just what I ended up doing. And then that piece of paper you saw me putting in, sometimes I give out free goodies, so that has some instructions on how to get the free goodies, which maybe I'll put in this video as well, but definitely if you order a product from me, I usually always include that. And I'd also say, usually there's a picture on the back just kind of showing how to put the items into the box. It's usually pretty self-explanatory, but I want to make sure everything is always really clear for people who purchase my products. So I'll usually do a picture of how to pack it and some instructions, so that way it's just nice and neat and clear for the customer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process video. Again, this is Game On Organizers. If you have suggestions on how I can improve my process, I would love to hear it.